Part 19. Honghuang, fellow Taoist, please stop breaking the news. Author, Detective with 6 ears. Chapter 392. The whole desolate world fell into absolute dead silence. Everyone was shocked by the strangeness of Lu Gui, and they lost their souls. A great Dao saint, one of 3,000, is the most powerful great Dao saint in the heavens and all worlds. It was right in front of Lu Gui's eyes, and he was stunned to death. When did the great Dao saint become so vulnerable? Pangu, who was lying on the ground, was cold all over his body and began to tremble. He stammered. "No, you're Hongmeng, you've already preached Hongmeng. Hongmeng, Dao Hongmeng." This news was like a stone stirring up 1,000 waves, and the entire flood was boiling. The saints, when they heard the news, were horrified. Especially the saints of the other world. After knowing that Lu Gui testified to Hongmeng, he turned around and left. Lu Gui didn't see any movement, just sneered. He turned around and saw Nuwa and the others coming out of the netherworld. Nuwa, Hutu, West Queen Mother and other Taoist couples, their stomachs are slightly bulging. Lu Gui smiled. "Children, although you are not born yet, your father and I invite you to watch the fireworks, how about it?" Fireworks. When Nuwa and the others were still puzzled, Lu Gui pointed his finger and gently pointed to the sky. Those saints and avenue saints who were running away instantly felt the boiling of the avenue on their bodies. They were shocked to find that they could no longer control the great Dao that they had cultivated for hundreds of millions of years. The avenue boiled, swelled, and went in a direction they did not dare to imagine. Bang! First the first avenue saint exploded in the air. Immediately after that, the second, the third, the fourth. Whether it is a saint or a great avenue saint, there is no way to stop the power of Lu Gui. The flames of their self-detonation bloomed in various colors on the desolate sky. These brilliant lights, like fireworks. In the eyes of all living beings in the wilderness, in addition to shock, there is also a deep feeling from the heart. These are the 3 supreme realms of their desolation. When he returns, he will return with the power to destroy everything. Let the enemy be multitude. 6-eared Daozun, kill it with one thought. Long live Daozun. Long live the 6-eared Daozun. Long live Daozun. The mortals, immortals, and saints who were still alive in the flood wilderness all let out a heaven-shattering cheer. In the desolate desolation of the broken walls, under the fireworks of the self-explosion of the avenue in the sky, the whole flood is as festive as a festival. Pangu, who was lying on the ground, watched Lu Gui's movements, and he had no temper at all. Lu Gui's state at this time is an existence that he can't understand. He had already surpassed the great Dao saint and became the only one in the great Dao. His realm is the dream that the Pangu clan has pursued since ancient times, and now, the dream is shattered. Flowers fall to other people's homes. Thinking of this, he had no heart to resist and collapsed directly to the ground. Those otherworldly avenue saints fell. Represents the disappearance of the world-destroying catastrophe of the flood. The desolate world, the suppressed luck, broke out directly. Endless luck, beginning to restore everything in the wilderness. Whether it's the heavenly Dao that has been absorbed by Pangu or other broken worlds. All under the influence of Lu Gui, they began to recover. Pangu was stunned, he watched Lu Gui restore the desolate continent little by little. Even the sun and moon were restored by him. You must know that the 2 stars of the sun and the moon have long been the nutrients in Pangu's body, and the sun and moon in the normal world cannot be the treasure of chaos. But under the recovery of Lu Gui's hand, the sun and the moon are exactly the same as the previous floods. This made Pangu's worldview suffer a great impact. This is the Hongmeng realm. The treasure of chaos can also be made at will. Pangu was shocked. Hongmeng realm and great Dao saint, is it inevitable that they are too far away? In just 3 days, the beings of the desolation discovered that, under the supernatural power of the six-eared Dao Venerable, the desolate world was restored to its original state. Moreover, the new flood seems to be a little different. The first to discover these differences were the three Dao ancestors. Nuwa, Hutu, and Fuxi were surprised to find that the cultivation of themselves and others had begun to show signs of breakthrough in the realm of the 12 heavens of Dao ancestor. They looked at Lugui, but found that Lugui was smiling at them. I am the supreme of the three realms of the flood wilderness, I have become Hongmeng, and the flood wilderness is naturally also, Hongmeng realm. After he said this, Nuwa and Hutu took the lead in breaking through the realm of Dao ancestors, and from the Hongmeng, they sensed the existence of the great Dao. The two introduced the vitality of the great Dao and were successfully promoted to the great Dao saints. Immediately afterwards, Fu 11 also began to break through the pass and be promoted to the avenue. The three great Dao ancestors, promoted to the great Dao saints, seemed to stimulate the desolate world, and with a bang. Everyone only felt that the desolate world was directly shattered. It's like they're going through the end of the world. Look. At the moment when the desolate world was shattered, the beings of the desolation found a void giant, standing in the universe. He looks down on all beings. A world flew out of the body, this world, perfectly integrated with the wilderness. The desolate world, breaking through the limits of all worlds, entered the world of the Hongmeng world. Pangu watched all this like madness. He was jealous, and the demonic energy in his eyes became more and more intense. This new world makes Pangu look unpleasant, and he is going to destroy him. In the next instant, Pangu's body erupted with blazing magic light. He's going to blow himself up. Huh. I forgot about you. Lugui pointed casually, the demon Dao is also one of the 3,000 great avenues. As long as you are within the great Dao, no one can escape this divine thought. Your body was born in the flood world, and you also destroyed the flood wilderness yourself. Today, the cause and effect of the desolate beings and you are broken. Under the guidance of Lugui, Pangu's body gradually turned into ashes. The only little unwillingness in his heart gradually became dim. Before you die, this seed will fulfill one more request for you, about the fate of the Pangu realm. Lugui's words aroused a trace of Pangu's will. Lugui casually took a moment, and in the void, a black hole was directly exploded. From the black hole, he saw a lonely world, where everything was empty. The Pangu realm has long since decayed. If you don't become Hongmeng, everything will rotate, this is why your Pangu clan will go forward to preach Hongmeng. It's a pity that Pangu's last hope fell into your hands. The evil corpse of Pangu knew that what Lugui was talking about was when Pangu opened the sky, and he caused the demons in his heart to make Pangu's achievements fall short. If Pangu can attain the Dao innate strength Dao saints, maybe they can also reorganize the Pangu realm. Nowadays, it is too late. A hint of regret flashed in his eyes, he turned around and said to Lugui calmly. Thank you. The deity, dead and blind, please send me to the Pangu realm, follow the ancestors, and annihilate together. Lugui nodded, directly pointed at Pangu's UN soul, and sent it into the Pangu realm. With a violent explosion, the Pangu realm disappeared into the heavens and all the worlds. The world allows a Hongmeng realm. Since the flood has become Hongmeng, then the Pangu realm will not exist. Nuwa and the others flew over, and Lugui knew what they wanted to say. He spoke directly and told everyone the truth of the matter. Everyone suddenly realized. Xianggong, it's all over. Nuwa had a feeling of being in a different world, she couldn't believe that the flood was already on the verge of despair, and Lu returned to solve it so easily. It's over. Lugui replied with a smile. Now that the heavens and all the worlds, the most powerful source landlord and the Pangu clan have all been killed by him in one go. The heavens and all the worlds, the future flood and famine will be honored. With him, the Hongmeng Supreme, nothing will change in this matter. He is already a well-deserved lord of the great Dao under the 10,000 worlds. The flood of the future, the coming dynasty of all worlds. The host reveals the ultimate secret of the 10,000 worlds, and rewards the boundary-breaking pill with a. The rewards of the system came as scheduled. Lu Gui didn't care much, now he was already the strongest in the heavens and all worlds, and it was impossible to go further. However, his mind swept over the introduction of the boundary-breaking pill and was stunned. Above the great Dao Honghuang, there is still a realm. Breaking boundaries. A system is indeed a system, and there is never a shortage of surprises. Lu Gui looked at the introduction of the boundary-breaking pill, and the battle intent on his body suddenly burned. He laughed, the path of cultivation, forge ahead, as it should be. But this is not the time for him to retreat again. The beauties in front of them, and the children in their wombs. It's worth lingering on your own for a while. Let's go back. Lu Gui took the hands of the Taoist monks and flew towards Yingzhou Island. It's over. End of the book. P.S. Finally finished the book, although the ending is not very satisfying. According to my plan, there should be more than a dozen chapters, and slowly pave an ending. But the reason for the author's own work recently, I'm afraid that if I don't speed up, I can only be a eunuch. Writing until now, I haven't found a ghost writer, there are no eunuchs, and I'm finally worthy of the readers who read to the end. The author is here, and I would like to say thank you. Thank you for your support.